Like the way one of the scribes put this match today, Serena can play a little smarter than a big sister, and she'll need to today. It's been a frustrating dry spell for Davenport, and she's thirsty. Sounds something like Gid right, Pete.
15 all.
Saw Lindsay Davenport in the semi-finals really dig herself a hole against Natalie Deshi. Very lucky to get out of it. She was down a set and 4-1 in the second set tie-break. She won't be able to do that today against Serena Williams. She won't be able to dig a hole because I don't think Serena will let her out of it.
That's the telltale there, right there, that forehand. I think the last time you mentioned they played in the WTA finals, whatever, she made something like 37 errors on that forehand. She can't do that today.
A real opportunity then straight away for the #1 seed. What a mental blow this would be, as well as one on the scoreboard. Tough point. Lindsay gets the early break.
Amazing how superstitious tennis players do get as they go through a tournament and they get through to the quarterfinals or semi-finals. They want to keep the same things happening, go to the same restaurants.
I think superstitions get worse the older you get as well. So Lindsay Davenport would have a whole handful of superstitions. Serena's looking for the serve up the middle here. She knows that that's Lindsay's favourite serve. Lindsay just falling in with the big one out wide, 177 Ks. Oh, here's a return from Serena. Didn't have to move too far though to hit that one. Both very clean hitters of the ball. Early preparation is a feature of Serena's backhand.
That's that heavy shot you're talking about in the rally, just that little bit of extra pace. Put Williams, he was a little unsettled, not balanced to make that shot.
Davenport has got the first serve into play every point in this game. That is a really strong service game, cementing the break she made in the first game of the match.
Davenport leads 2 games to love.
Lindsay Davenport's camp.
This has been a fabulous start for Davenport.
Love 15.
Only one unforced error. 2.5 games. Serena seems to be stretching. She has a
15 all.
trying to get herself loose after she hits this winner. See if we can pick it up. No.
30-15.
Not much speed, but perfect placement. Just 157 kilometres an hour, leaving Lindsay all the time.
Yeah, she's trying to stretch that left side.
I agree with you, Fred. I think she is.
And she really hasn't tried to do anything again there.
She is really struggling.
And hasn't hit a serve yet. She hasn't even reached up there. Again, the stretch, she hasn't really reached up for a serve yet.
Point for a 3-love lead for Lindsay Davenport. Well, she is just not putting anything into that serve at all.
But this is how we've seen Serena serve over the course of the last 3 or 4 days.
Maybe she's hiding something. Something's not right, though.
So drama early in the Australian Open final. Serena Williams obviously troubled.
Love 15.
Too big from Lindsay Davenport. Steps into this backhand, drills it up the line.
I think that rider might be right. She is thirsty. She has hardly missed a ball so far.
30-15.
It's hard to tell with Lindsay, though, if she's thirsty or she's not,
Yeah,
Fred.
yeah, exactly. She doesn't sort of give much away.
There's Serena doing that stretch, leaning to her left.
40-15.
She won't get to that one. Ace number 2 for Lindsay at 172. 15 points to 7 in the match so far. It has been lopsided.
That's just more like a rally that we're used to seeing from Serena Williams. Explosive, full of power.
Still doesn't look comfortable, though, Serena.
We have only been going 11 minutes and Davenport has taken a giant stride already towards the championship.
Davenport leads 4 games to love.
And Fred, strange as it may seem, Lindsay needs to concentrate just as hard here, because if all of a sudden she thinks she's got an injured opponent, she could take her foot off the throttle a little bit.
Yes, and that wouldn't be any good either. Serena's got to try and get on the board here, but she's probably thinking about letting this set go.
15 love.
And trying to get herself ready for the next two if she's going to stay in the championship. Terrible start from Williams. Not reaching for that serve at all. Not even getting up on her toes. And that's what Davenport has to do, take advantage of this. If you realise that, it's tough to do, but if you can grit your teeth and just get in there, play your own game, take advantage of this situation, put it away.
(30-15).
A little fortunate there. The net very tight. The nets here at Rod Laver Arena. That one hit the low part and bounced way out of court. So game points for Williams to get on the board. Again, not up on the toes. Again, it's pretty hard to serve if you're not reaching up for the ball. You think you can control it and get it in, but it's more difficult than it looks.
Superb.
Beautiful touch from Lindsay Davenport on the full stretch. Wanted to get it over there. I think the added bonus of just going over the net is probably something that Lindsay is thankful for.
Oh,
Advantage Williams.
well, that was a gift. She had Williams way out of court. The return of serve was excellent. Off balance here. Look where she is. 2 meters behind the baseline. Davenport, very rarely does she miss an opportunity like that. Game point.
And finally she's on the board, avoiding the last 6 love in a set in a women's final. Steffi Graf against Aryna Sanchez Vicario, and attention has been called by Serena Williams.
Love 15.
How much might that be a consequence of the delay?
Well, if you're in the Davenport camp and you get any messages to her, you'd be getting to serve wide as you can possibly go. Stretch your opponent out.
Stand and deliver.
15-30.
It's a great shot.
It's tough to play against someone who is injured, because that is in the back of your mind, trying to stretch them and make them run or whatever it is. And sometimes you can alter your game plan in trying to make it difficult for your opponent.
Well, big opportunity lost there for Williams. She was in the right spot to make this one. Good return, and this one is a simple put away. Sees Davenport heading for the forehand. Changed the mind, I think, into the net.
Deuce.
2 double faults in this service game from Lindsay when her first serve has been pretty good prior to that.
How big does that volley make that game now?
Advantage Williams.
Serena with an opportunity, the first time she's even looked close to having an opportunity to break the Lindsay Davenport serve.
Deuce.
Trainer standing by at courtside.
There's the wide one, Fred.
Advantage Davenport.
Yeah, I'd be taking a few risks there and serving out wide.
Davenport fights off a break point. Serena cannot capitalise on her only opportunity of the match.
Davenport leads 5 games to 1.
Pretty impressive point, that one. Good power off the ground from both women from the baseline.
Low.
Not much Serena Williams can do about that. The serve was 128 Ks. Lindsay Davenport is inside the baseline. Thump goes the first one and thump goes the second one into the open court. Better off the ground from Serena. Certainly getting a few more kilometres an hour.
She was only 1.5 meters from it and she couldn't do a thing about it.
Deuce.
And she was looking for the one cross court, but it's just, there's no time to react. Unless you get a good serve in, it's nowhere near any line, but unless you get a good serve in, Davenport can just pick away on that backhand. It's either bang cross court or bang up the line.
Serena hangs in there. She looked a little better after the treatment.
Love 15.
By the look of that, Serena hasn't quite given away this set just yet.
Oh. 15 all. There's the 15.
Well, for Williams to get back into this, she's got to take a few chances, hasn't she? She's got to crack a couple if she's to get back into this first set. If she misses it, then she serves first in the second set. If she can break serve, she still has an opportunity in the opening set. Not now.
40-30.
Ace number 3 for Lindsay brings up set point. That will do it. 35 minutes, about 7 of 8 of which were injury time. Lindsay Davenport takes the first set from Serena Williams, 6 games to 2.
Oh. 15 love. Love.
Davenport went into the US Open with a 22-match winning streak. There's a hot favourite to win that title.
Yes, and when Lindsay talks about last year being a disappointment, I think she refers directly to the US Open, where she really felt like she was there with a shot. Her form leading into the US Open was better than anybody by far.
Game, Williams. First game.
That was the year Mary Pierce won the French.
15 love.
Mary Pierce also won here in 1995.
Yep.
They're the only 2 Grand Slams she won.
And when Lindsay won here in 2000, it was a lopsided first set against Martina Hingis 6-1, and then a real contest 7-5, but it was still a straight sets victory for Lindsay.
Well, Martina Hingis that year, she'd won 97, 98, 99. She was going for 4 in a row that year against Lindsay Davenport. 99 was the last time that Martina Hingis won a major.
Seems like yesterday, so
Doesn't
long
it?
ago. Yep.
What a loss she is to the game. Hingis just a casualty of the big hitters on the tour, I think.
Made a casualty of the Williams sisters, and she was the best thinker in the game, I think, since Chris Evert, as far as the best strategist was concerned. Big forehand here, full swing at that one from Williams.
Well, that won't help.
40-30.
Look at the stretch here.
Well, Serena's weight was going to the left. You know, she thought it was going down the middle. She had to change direction and stick the racket out to the right-hand side. That was on the full stretch.
Game Davenport. 1 game over.
We spoke about a long time between drinks, a long time since Martina Hingis won her last Grand Slam.
15 love.
It has been, in fact, since 2000 that Lindsay Davenport last tasted Grand Slam success in this very championship. Right in the corner from Serena. Lindsay thought it was going out.
Serena wasn't interested there in recovering. She was lucky that Davenport didn't get that one over the net anywhere.
That's too good.
$13.15.
Well struck here, and the good sets that right foot, sets the knee, and the racket comes through the path of the ball out towards the target, just above the net.
Net second serve.
Picked up the pace on the serve a little bit now, Williams.
Average serve 165.
30 all.
That's
Always
her
happens.
fourth double fault, Fred.
Talk about how I thought she was starting to serve a little bit better, and they throw in a double.
The commentator's curse.
Yep. That's a better one.
Should have delayed it by about 30 seconds. Then you would have been right.
40-30.
This one right in the corner. Well directed. 166 kilometres an hour.
Game Williams.
Davenport serving at 1-2.
And we're not the only ones expecting Serena Williams to pick up the pace off the ground and serve. You know, Lindsay Davenport's also expecting that, as we see Serena take a swipe at the court after being aced. And Lindsay's waiting for that to come. She knows. Serena's not a happy camper, but she knows how hard Serena Williams can hit it off the ground, and she knows she can serve close to 200 k's an hour.
It was a pretty impressive service game, though. All first serves into court. And once Davenport does that, and she can start to control the tempo of the rally.
Game Davenport.
Another first serve.
And a love game for the #1 seed.
2 games all.
We know she's got one fan, but she's got plenty more than that.
Love 15.
The crowd want to see these two girls slug it out.
Of course they do, yeah.
They know they're both capable of hitting the ball harder than anybody. Lucky to get away with that point, Lindsay Davenport. She got caught up on the return of serve and didn't do quite enough with the backhand. But Serena unable to take advantage of it.
Big point here.
Oh, she was robbed. She was robbed. She found the angle, and it was a clear winner
15-14.
until it hit the tape. Watch what happens here. Hits the tape. It's all the way in, caught, and you can see the disappointment there.
2 break points for Davenport for a 3-2 lead. Tough point here from Serena Williams at break point down. How did Serena keep on getting them back? Well, Lindsay went the wrong way with the backhand up the line. Serena was waiting there. That's what made that volley so tough. She had all the court, cross court. This might be the game, the way it's turning out. Lindsay ready to swarm all over the second serve.
Williams. Deuce.
Davenport just going for the towel. Let's say it's indoors, so you can see the perspiration, the sweat there. And she went over there because it Bit of trickle
Thank you,
down
players are ready.
to affect her grip of the racket.
Well, I'm not a medical person, but I would say that this serve at 195k certainly indicates that Serena Williams' back
It's okay now.
is fine.
Well, she's certainly picked up the intensity on the serve and the ground strokes. And that's the way she was with Sharapova, really.
This is turning into an enormous game. One senses that the fate of the match hangs in the balance right here.
Two excellent backhand up the lines from Lindsay Davenport in this game so far.
Textbook stuff, isn't it? Beautiful follow through.
Oh,
Robbed again, I think, Fred.
Yep.
Serena had that ball covered.
Advantage Davenport.
Took the tape over the top of the racket. Well, I don't know if she
No,
had it
she-
covered,
no.
but she seemed like she had it covered originally, but maybe not on the replay. Break point.
Again, perspiration here with Davenport.
Deuce.
Going through the sweat bands there, sort of rolling onto the palm of the hand. It affects the, makes the grip a little slippery.
Davenport has had 3 break points so far in this 5th game of the second set.
Oh,
And she's got another one.
what a sensational return of serve from Lindsay Davenport. I'm sure Serena Williams thought she hit a pretty good second serve.
You think Lindsay picked that second serve?
She just stepped right into the court, knew exactly where it was going. Break point number 4.
Well done, Serena Williams. Yeah.
Deuce.
Of course, the longer this game goes for, the more important it becomes.
Yep.
Serena fighting for her life to stay in this match.
Next second serve. Advantage Davenport.
Gee, that was a big serve to go for.
Yep.
183 Ks on the second serve at deuce.
Well, how many times can she go to the well? 5th break point in this game.
She's a fighter. She's been in strife semi-finals this time. Break point number 5. Just enough pace on that. Davenport knows that she had the shot.
Advantage Davenport.
Surely the law of averages is starting to come into play now. Wow. Lindsay
Well,
didn't think so.
Oh, it was a let.
Yeah, I think it was a let. I thought I heard the machine.
Alison Lang says she didn't hear one.
I thought I heard the machine too.
So after 6 break points, can Serena Williams finally get to a 3-2 lead in the second set? It would strike some sort of psychological blow if she can. She does. What a marathon game that turned out to be. And it was Serena's 3-2 in the second set. Lindsay having her opportunities.
That's a pretty tough thing to say, that when I'm at my best, no one can beat me. That's the bottom line. What about if the person down the other end's at their best and they do beat you, and that you only play as well as they let you play?
Oh. 30 love.
This has been an excellent answer from Davenport.
40 love.
6 break point chances, not able to convert in the last game, and she's under the gun, goes out and again leads 40 love. She won her last service game to love.
Oh. 40-15.
That's just too good on the serve from Davenport. Too consistent.
3 games all.
In this set, she is serving at 80% of first serves into play, Lindsay Davenport, and when it goes in, she's won all bar one of them.
Excellent serving.
Serena on the charge. Good knee bend. Coming forward.
Love.
Serena really picking up the pace of the match now too. The time between points is reduced dramatically. And this time it's Williams with a love game. She looks a different person out there.
15 love.
Particularly when Serena Williams is down the other end.
Yep.
You know she's going to smack the return. Puts a lot of pressure on your first serve and your second serve.
Oh.
Yep, too good. On the line, down the line from Lindsay Davenport.
30 love.
Talk about a heavy ball. Not a lot of effort there, and that was just hit perfectly. Just pure timing.
Net for serve.
On the line.
Well, Serena can't do anything about those 3 points. It's a good serve, and then 2 just unplayable ground strokes.
$40-15. 40-30.
Well, from 40 love, you think you're cruising, and then just one little lapse in concentration as she missed a pretty easy backhand and then followed up by a double fault. This is a big one.
Gee, how's that for a return?
It just shows you.
It's off a first serve.
That point at 40 love was just as important as the next one. So in trouble now. Not in trouble, but back even after leading 40 love.
Net for serve.
Couple of points here that could turn the final on its head. She went for it and missed it.
Advantage Williams.
A little bit of help from Serena on the call there.
So 4 straight points to Williams after being down 40 love on the Davenport serve.
Well, that's as I said at that game. Can she continue to serve? She only got one first serve in that game. One first serve in and 2 double faults.
Serena Williams now within 1 game all of a sudden of levelling this match, and it just goes to show how critical that 5th game you were talking about, Fred Stolle. 6 break points, none taken. That could have been the match right there and then, and now she's in trouble.
And she thinks about that game, those 6 break points, and then she leads 40 love on a service game and loses the next 5 points. And she knows it because she went over to get another racket and bounced the other racket, threw the racket into the chair.
15 love.
And
Just muttering to herself,
yeah,
which isn't a good sign for Lindsay.
doesn't show a lot of emotion, Lindsay Davenport, but she's mad now.
Love. Thank you.
Too good.
Doesn't take much to turn things around, does it?
40 love.
It has been an incredible transformation. Just a few minutes ago, Serena Williams was fighting for her very existence in this final. Now she's got 3 chances to level. Needs just one. 175. Ace number 8 for Serena Williams. And we are locked up. It is 1 set apiece.
Gee, a different player we're seeing here in Serena Williams. Even the preparation for that backhand, getting to the ball nice and early, lots of little steps. Rack goes back straight through the ball.
Oh.
7 double faults now for Lindsay.
3 of them in the last 2 games.
15-14.
You just know now that you can just feel it, that Serena Williams just is instinctive with everything she's doing, and she smells this now. She knows the momentum's going her way. As we said, Williams, great front runner. Not a good time for Davenport to lose serve here. She's down yet another break point. She has to block out of her psyche right now.
Oh, nicely done. Net points won from Lindsay Davenport. 5 of 8.
A beautiful volley. Amazing. At one stage we were talking about when Serena had the injury, had to go off court for a while, whether she would be able to even come out and make a contest of this and complete it. She looked as though she was in so much discomfort. Now she's come back with a vengeance and has just got everything going for her now, and is just so supremely confident now in everything that she's doing.
Right at this moment, it's not impossible, but it seems nearly that Lindsay Davenport could win this match. But we've seen how quickly things can turn already today.
198. That's the fastest serve that she's hit.
Williams.
She'll hit 200 by the end of this match for sure.
Davenport now has got to settle down because she's hurrying around. She's got to start to take her time, just walk around for a little bit, because she has lost it and is mad with herself and wants to just get the balls and get on with it, and that's not good. I think she's got to settle down, take her time, get on the board here, and it could turn around once more. Drop the shoulders now that she can't find a first serve. She went 2 or 3 games without losing a point on serve. That's just it. The body language is not good at all. It
is falling apart very quickly for Lindsay Davenport.
And look, getting quicker and quicker. Lindsay's ready, Serena's not. Now she is.
She just wants the balls, get on with it again. That's
ready to serve.
As though she's just say, well, I've had it. I've given it my best, and I couldn't take the opportunities, and frustration has set in. So Davenport now upset that Williams is taking time, but Davenport's not taking but 5 seconds between points, and probably doesn't realise it.
Three chances for a 3-love lead to Williams in the deciding set.
15-14.
It was less than half an hour ago that Lindsay Davenport had one hand on the trophy.
And then the fact that Serena had the injury timeout, that's probably annoying Lindsay, and all those things compounded.
Exactly.
And this is the result that you have. Lindsay rushing between points, making unforced errors, not getting any first serves in.
What's that unforced error count there now, Peter, for Davenport?
25 to Davenport, 20 to Williams.
30 love.
Well, this has even stunned these 15,500 people here, because Davenport is struggling to win points at the moment.
In this set, Fred, she's made 8 unforced errors and 1 winner.
And service aces or winners are counted as winners. So that's just incredible. Got to give Serena Williams a lot of credit to come back from where she is, and now the confidence factor is right there. Good front runner, we've mentioned that before. Look at this.
10 aces for Serena. It is as good as over, you would think, unless Lindsay Davenport can produce the most remarkable comeback of her illustrious career.
It's a clinic at the moment.
Well, Lindsay has to give herself a chance here. Has to slow down, she has to get some serves in. And she has to start with this game. Got to forget about the fact she's down 4 love. Just take it 1 point at a time. There's the first serve, right on the line.
Precision, great foot speed to get to that volley. Textbook stuff on the volley here from Williams. Watch it. Moves forward, head of the racket up, through the flight of the ball. Look at that.
Well, you know Serena's confident when she's coming to the net like that.
Can't believe it.
She's nearly there.
Add that to the winner column for Serena Williams. '29 winners in this match so far.
30 love.
The crowd want more. Look at the half volley
30-15.
from Lindsay Davenport, but Serena gets there.
And her 12th ace.
182 kilometres an hour. And the top speed has been, what, 198?
2 championship points. Serena Williams produces one of the most extraordinary comebacks of the modern era and announces to the tennis world she is back. She is the champion in Australia for the second time. 1 hour and 29 minutes from the depths of despair.